Ever caught yourself wondering why your body seems to react before your mind even realises what's going on? Maybe your heart starts racing during a quiet moment, or your thoughts spiral just when you want to relax. Anxiety can feel unpredictable and exhausting, but what if some of what you've believed about anxiety isn't the full story? Hello and welcome back to our channel, where we talk about all things related to anxiety and our mental well-being. Today we're talking about 10 surprising things that you probably didn't know about anxiety. So please do stick around to the end, as we'll also be offering some guidance to feel calmer and more in control. And if you're struggling with anxiety on a regular basis, you may wish to have a look over in the description at the end of this video so that you can check out some of our free resources. And if you're not sure where to start, I would recommend starting with the Anxious Thoughts Diary. So at Better Your Life, we believe anxiety isn't an enemy to be defeated. It's a message that tells us something about how our body, our brain and our emotions are trying to keep us safe. Now, we believe it is our superpower. When we start to understand those messages that our body is giving us, we can learn to calm our nervous system, trust ourselves again, and feel more grounded in our bodies. So here are 10 surprising things most people don't know about anxiety, facts that can help you see it with more compassion and curiosity. So number 1, anxiety is a protective response, not a flaw. When anxiety strikes, it can feel like something is wrong with us. Our heart races, our breath shortens, our muscles tense up. But what's really happening is our nervous system is stepping into action. It's preparing us to face what it believes might be a danger. This is the ancient evolutionary fight, fright or freeze response that once kept our ancestors alive and has ensured our survival. Now, in the modern world, it simply fires off when our brains perceive a threat, like a work deadline, a social interaction, or uncertainty about our future. Once we recognise it as a protection rather than a punishment, we can meet anxiety with kindness instead of fear. Number 2, our brain reacts to thoughts as if they are real. Your brain doesn't always distinguish between what you can imagine, what you see in the news, for example, and what your reality is. When you think about a stressful situation, perhaps an argument or a presentation that you have to do, your body can release the same hormones it would as if something frightening was truly happening. That's why worry feels so real. And the same principle works in reverse too. Imagining calm, safety or positive outcomes can send reassuring signals to our nervous system. It's proof that what we focus on truly shapes how we feel. Number 3, a touch of anxiety can sharpen our performance. Not all anxiety is bad. In fact, a small amount of anxiety can heighten our focus and alertness. Our senses sharpen, our reaction time speeds up, and our attention narrows to the task at hand. This can be particularly helpful in moments when we need to perform, whether that's giving a talk in front of others or perhaps driving in challenging weather conditions. Now, the key here is finding balance. When anxiety becomes constant, the body never gets a chance to rest, leaving us feeling drained. That's where nervous system regulation becomes key. Learning how to bring ourselves back to calm once the moment has passed ensures that we can exit the fight or flight response and return to the state of the rest and digest response. Number 4, yawning can be a sign of regulation. Now, you might notice yourself yawning more when you feel anxious, especially before something stressful like an interview. This isn't necessarily a sign of boredom or even tiredness. It may be your body's way of cooling the brain when it becomes overstimulated. The jaw movement increases blood flow to the face, while the deep inhalation, the deep breath, draws in cooler air, which may help regulate the brain temperature and oxygen levels, while calming our nervous system and supporting focus and composure. Now, the deep breath stretches our lungs and our heart rate, which can increase alertness. So next time you yawn in a tense moment, take it as a little sign that your body is trying to steady itself. Number 5, anxious minds are often creative minds. If you have an active imagination, you've probably noticed how vividly your mind plays out what-if scenarios. Now, this creativity comes from the same neural networks responsible for problem solving and innovation. Many people with anxiety are deep thinkers. We're intuitive and highly empathetic, and we need to use this imaginative power to create a positive scenario rather than catastrophize. You're not overthinking, you're overfeeling. With practice, that same sensitivity can become one of your greatest strengths. So before we look at the next 5 surprising things you probably didn't know about anxiety, you may be wondering, who am I and how am I qualified to help you? My name is Jennifer Roblin, and I've helped thousands of people just like you to take back control of their anxious thoughts and calm their body and mind. I'm an experienced anxiety specialist and therapist working with clients for the past 10 years, both online and in person. So if you're getting value from this video, please do go ahead and like and subscribe and hit that notification button so you're kept up to date every time I release a new video. So let's jump back to number 6. Anxiety can be picked up through empathy. Now, have you ever felt calm until somebody else's anxiety and tension seemed to fill the room? This phenomenon is known as emotional contagion. It's where our nervous system subconsciously mirrors the energy around us. Now, humans, we're social beings, wired to attune to others for survival. The beautiful opposite is that calm energy is contagious too. When we steady and ground ourselves, we not only soothe our own bodies, but we help others to regulate through co-regulation, offering quiet, unspoken reassurance that says you're safe here. Now, this is why it is beneficial to surround ourselves with positive people who lift us up rather than drain our energy. Number 7, you may not know that your gut plays a huge role in how anxious you feel. Around 90% of serotonin, that's the chemical that helps us feel calm and balanced, is actually produced in the gut. This means digestion and emotional well-being are deeply connected. When we eat huge meals or eat irregularly, when we rely on caffeine to pick us up, or we skip meals altogether, the gut struggles to maintain this balance, which can heighten anxiety. Nourishing your body with gentle foods, staying hydrated, and eating mindfully are more powerful than many people realise. You're not just feeding your body when you're eating, you're also nourishing your emotional stability. Number 8, movement helps anxiety move through our bodies. Anxiety is energy looking for release. That's why it can feel restless or jittery. Movement helps. Now, whether it's walking in nature, stretching, dancing in your kitchen, or shaking out your hands, these small actions signal to the brain that the danger, the perceived danger, has actually passed. Now, even short bursts of movement, one song, one deep stretch, one walk around the block, they can change your body's chemistry and restore steadiness. Anxiety triggers the fight or flight response, and when our body prepares us to fight back or run away from something, hence movement closes the anxiety loop and allows our body to feel safe again. Number 9, anxiety can distort our sense of time. Have you ever noticed how slowly time seems to move when you're feeling anxious? That's because your brain is hyper alert. It's scanning for danger and processing more details per second. It makes each moment feel stretched. And when you feel stuck in that distorted sense of time, focusing on the present moment helps. So look around you. Name 5 things that you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 that you can smell, and 1 that you can taste. This brings your brain back to the state of safety and back to the present moment. And lastly, number 10, you can train your body to return to calm. Now, every time you practice a calming technique, be that breathing exercises, gentle self-talk, when you ground yourself, or you practice mindfulness, you're teaching your nervous system how to recover. It's a bit like strengthening a muscle at the gym. The more we practice calm, the more quickly our body learns to find it next time. Now, anxiety may still strike, but it won't stay as long or feel as intense, and you'll know exactly how to meet it, soothe it, and move through it. So, understanding anxiety changes everything. It's no longer a mysterious force that makes us feel broken or takes over our mind. It's a sign that we don't feel safe. And when we learn to listen, we can respond in a way that supports us rather than scares us. Now, at Better Your Life, we help clients do exactly that. We build awareness, we reconnect with the body, and we create safety from within. Nervous system therapy allows us to understand what's really happening in our body and gently retrain it to find peace again. So if you're ready to start that journey, you can connect with an anxiety therapist today. And together we'll help you feel calm, confident, and back in control again. Anxiety isn't here to break us, it's here to wake us. Now, to remind us that our body is alive and responsive and capable of healing. Once we understand how anxiety works, we begin to see it in a completely different light. You don't need to struggle alone. Now is the perfect time to reclaim control of your life and liberate yourself from anxious thoughts. So click on the link in the description or below and begin your journey towards calm, clarity and confidence. At Better Your Life, we've helped thousands of clients reclaim their calm from anxiety, and we're here for you too, either online or in person. So if you found this video helpful, please do go ahead, subscribe, like. We'd love to hear your comments. If there's anything else you'd like us to do a video on, please do let us know. Drop something in the comments below. And until next time, bye for now.